Welcome to Thursday. My name is Donnie Baker, Learn Pro Recording, ES Audio Recording Studios in Los Angeles, California. Today is Thursday, where we talk about tech stuff. I got something I want to talk to you about today. We've been having some trouble with our TubeTech CL1B compressor. Now, this is a tube compressor, and I'm assuming, and I'm hoping, it's just the tubes are going out. The compressor's maybe 5-6 years old. It might be time for the tubes. We're gonna take it apart. We're gonna look at it. I'm gonna film it. I'm gonna share with you. I'll come back and talk to you about it here in a little bit. If you guys do have a TubeTech, let me know if you've ever had this problem and if you've replaced the tubes. Let me know in the comments down below. Let me know what you found when you checked the tubes, because I found something weird in mine. I'll talk to you about it I'll talk to you about it after you see what I did, and then let's discuss. All right, we've been having some trouble with the TubeTech CL1B, so I'm gonna test it real quick, and then I'm gonna probably pull it out. I bought some new tubes for it. I'm gonna share with you how I change the tubes. I've never done it on a TubeTech, but this will be the first, so I'll let you know. Okay, so here's the TubeTech. I took it out of the rack. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take the lid off. It looks like there's 3 screws on the lid, and that should take the lid off so I can get to the tubes. Let's check it out. Okay, I'm gonna take these 3 screws out now. Maybe I'll speed this up so you guys don't have to watch this part. Caution, risk of electric shock, do not open. Okay then, try to avoid opening. There we go, 3 screws taken out. All right, let's slide this lid off, see what happens. There we go. Here are the 2 tubes inside. I bought I had one tube. This is the ECC82. It's right there. And the ECC83S goes here. So I had to buy one from Tube Depot. I don't know if you guys have ever bought tubes from Tube Depot, but they seem to have everything. Anytime I need a tube, that's kind of where I go, because they always seem to have the right one. So I'm gonna pull these out and replace them. So let's start with the 83S. See what kind are in here. So here's the 83S. It's a J&J. So let's pull this one out. Slowly. There we go. This one is actually this one actually says China, and that bothers me. So I'm glad I'm replacing them with America with the J&J tubes. I think these are made in Slovak Republic. Okay, I'm sure it's better than the Chinese tube. Let's go ahead and just pop this one back in. There we go. And then let's get the other one out. Let's get the other one out. So this one is the ECC82. It's going to go right where this one is. I'll pop this one out. I guess one's an input tube and the other one's an output tube. This one also just says, actually, this one is a J&J. Okay. Why would they do that? Why would they put a Chinese tube on the out and a good tube on the in? I don't know. That's weird. What do they do? Save 82 cents when this thing costs like $9,000? What the hell? You know? The ECC82. I'm gonna save this one because this one might be good. I don't know which one of these tubes was going bad, but one of them was getting a little crunchy. You know, I'm gonna keep them as a super spare just in case this happens again. So what I'm gonna do now is just put this thing back together. You know what I ought to do is Tube Depot gave me this cool ass sticker. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on the inside of this thing. So if anybody ever opens this thing again, they'll know that I changed the tubes. You know what I'm saying? So boom. There we go. So now I got a sticker on the inside of my TubeTech. So now everybody knows that I went and changed the tubes on the TubeTech. So here we go. Let's put this punk back together. Put the screws back in, and then we'll put it back in the rack and see if she's working. Should be fine. I think with new tubes though, you gotta let them burn in before they get optimal. So, you know, we'll I'll run this. I'll just let it run for a couple hours by itself, just to burn them tubes in, get them warmed up nicely. Make sure these are tightened down good. Okay, there we go. Let's put this back in the rack and see what kind of trouble we can get into. Let's get the tube tech back into the rack. I've got these, the cables are labeled, but there's only one in and one out, so it kind of makes it easy. The IEC cable goes in right here. This is a really simple setup, so ain't that difficult. It is on the patch bay, so it makes life really simple. So there we go. Back into the rack. Just gonna screw it down. Semi-screw it down so it don't go nowhere. Don't need it super tight just yet. Go ahead and turn it on. Looks like she powered up. Let me put the patch back in. I had taken the patch out to check it. So I'm gonna put the patch back in, out. CL1B. Check, 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 check. Okay, I just plugged the microphone straight into. I'm actually using the Avalon as the pre. I'm not using the compressor on the Avalon. But right now the compressor is not working, it's out. Turn it on, check, check, check. There she is. Now you can see it working. You can see the meter there. Got it fast and fast. Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. Take it out. Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. Seems to be doing its job. Check, 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 check. Check, check. It's working great. So thank you, Tube Depot. Check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Check, check. Okay, as you saw in the video there, the tubes, when I pulled the tubes out, one of them was a J&J, which is a Slovak tube. It's the same one I bought. It's weird because the other tube, I think one's on the input stage and the one's on the output stage. I'm not really sure which is which. I'm not that tech guy that knows these kind of things. I just know that, you know, sometimes tubes goes bad. The one tube just said China. There wasn't even a number on it. Well, it had the number of, I think it was ECC 83. It just said China. It doesn't, I don't know who made it. You know, it was just a Chinese tube. Let me know if you've ever taken your tube tech apart and had to change the tubes, and see if you had the same problem or the same issue. Maybe one was a Chinese tube and one was a regular, a good tube, if you will. I don't know. I'm assuming, I don't have a tube tester, but I'm assuming that the Chinese tube is the one that was going bad. It wasn't quite done yet. What was happening with it was kind of a little bit crunchy, and when you took it in and out, it made some extra crunchy noise. I mean, look, it's analog. It's gonna make some noises anyway. It was starting to get a little bit extra crunchy. We had a tube go out. We have a Sony C800G, and the tube went out in that one time, and it was a slow, over a couple of days that the tube was going bad. I started noticing a little bit of noise, extra noise in it, and I wasn't really sure what it was, and then now that mic, I'm not gonna take that mic apart myself. I'm not that confident with my tech stuff, but so we sent it out to be repaired. And yeah, that's what that was. What that was the tube. So I've experienced tubes getting bad before, and this was kind of reminiscent of that. So it reminded me of that. Hopefully I'll let you know later on. I mean, I haven't really used it yet. I tested it, but I haven't really used it yet in a session. So next time I use it, I'll come back and do an update and let you know if that was the fix. As far as I can tell from the testing that I did, that everything seems fine. It didn't seem as crunchy as it did. So I'm happy with it. The tube was less than 50 bucks. I think it was 49 bucks with shipping. So not bad. So I'm pretty good about those kind of things. I'm not good with circuits and changing transistors. I don't know when transistors go bad. That stuff I hire out because I'm not that tech. Yeah, I can solder a cable, You know, I'm not going to go try to build my own compressor. I do have something I want to share with you. I did talk a little bit about the patch bay in the video while I was repairing things, because I had to patch things in there. I have a free course that I can offer you. It is the Signal Flow Basics course. And this is a really simple course. Go to learnprorecording.com/basics. Get it. It's 100% free. It doesn't cost anything. It shows you the signal flow of an analog signal and then also of a digital signal, where it starts, where it goes, what happens to it along the way. Then we talk about patch bays, the configuration of patch bays. So if you're building your own patch bay, this is really going to help you out. Then it shows you a couple of different mixing scenarios: strictly analog, hybrid, where we mix them together, and then strictly in the box. So go get that. It doesn't cost you anything. It's not bad. It'd take you an afternoon to get through a couple of videos, whatever. It's pretty popular. I mean, I do get a lot of comments. I do get a lot of people emailing me saying, "Bro, thanks so much, man. I had no idea, and you really helped me out in my studio." That's why I do it. I'm just here to help. So we will see you guys Monday, where we talk about business, and then Tuesday look for a short or a TikTok or something like that. Wednesdays I kind of go between blog posts and gear reviews. So keep an eye out for that. I'm not sending emails out for these. Just go to the channel. Go down right now and subscribe to the channel. That's how you're going to get to it, because I don't know when things are going to come out, man. Some days I might not feel like messing with it. No, I'm just kidding. And then Fridays we do, Thursdays like today, we do the tech stuff. And then Fridays are live. Fridays, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I go live for at least 30 minutes, 45 minutes. As long as you guys want to hang out, I'll hang out with you. We could talk business, we could talk tech stuff, we could talk ideas. Shit, we could talk about hunting and fishing if you want. Y'all just let me know if you want to. Just don't ask me about personal stuff, because I'm not good with understanding relationships and women, and don't get me started. So no, lives are always fun, man. It gets kind of crazy around here on the lives. We will see you guys. Have a great weekend. If I don't see you on the live tomorrow, we'll have a great weekend. We'll see you Monday. Donnie B, I am out.